It's July 19th, 2022, and this is Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news stops here. Brian Troxell is off this week. I'm Brian Troxell, filling in. According to a new bombshell report, Hunter Biden's laptop revealed he had dozens of secret meetings with his dad, business partners, and other world leaders, and also that he needs to renew his Adobe subscription. Yesterday, Washington Post columnist Perry Bacon Jr. wrote in his column in the Washington Post that the media needs to cover President Biden more positively. Instead of saying Biden's approval rating is at an all-time low of 33%, say instead, hey, his approval rating is above 30. Instead of reporting on Biden's poor cognitive skills, say, hey, doesn't he look cool wearing aviators while eating an ice cream cone? Other reporters have stated if they didn't cover Biden's gaffes and missteps, there would be nothing to report about him at all. Russian President Vladimir Putin has created a youth patriotic movement where adults will mentor and supervise the upbringing of children. An inside source revealed that children will learn patriotic songs and how to murder their parents. Dr. Anthony Fauci, remember him? Says he plans to retire from the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases by January of 2025. He says he looks forward to spending his retirement relaxing, reading books, and punching Senator Rand Paul. Representative Lauren Boebert has lost the lease on her gun-themed restaurant, Shooters, in Rifle, Colorado. Sources say the stupid name of the restaurant and the 2017 diarrhea outbreak were possible causes. There's too many guns and crap in this country anyway. Bloomberg News reports sales of vinyl albums have dramatically slowed down after years of demand. Too bad nobody told Sketchworks NewsBrake correspondent Tim Millard.
I find this very surprising. As you can see here, I have a sizable collection of vinyl records, and it spans the gamut of everything from the singer-songwriters of the 1960s and 70s, the techno beats and the thrash metal riffs of the 1980s, the grunge rock of the 1990s, and then everything that happened in 2000 and onward. It's a great way to experience music that you may never have heard before. Here's an example. Here's a group I've never heard of, but they're really, really notable. The Shags. I could tell you all about it, but I think you should hear it for yourself so you can hear why vinyl albums are so important. Not that bad, really, when you think about it. Not that good either. For Sketchworks NewsBrake, I'm Tim Millard.
Thank you, Tim. An elderly woman was killed after being attacked by alligators who snuck into her country club. Country club officials say their security systems weren't designed to keep out alligators, just black people. A Florida man found an iguana in his toilet for the third time. The unfazed Floridian said, "I love it when dinner comes to you through your toilet." The Hemker Park Zoo owner in Freeport, Minnesota, was bitten on his head by a camel and dragged 15 feet. The employee who rescued the owner was also bitten on the head and escaped. Wow, that camel really wants to get ahead in life, doesn't he? Then again, don't we all? In Japan, at least 30 endangered green sea turtles have been found with bleeding neck wounds. Marine biologists claim this is being done by a strange oceanic vampire cult popular among young, impressionable sea creatures. Or lampreys. It's probably lampreys.
We're running up that road, we're running up that hill, with no problems. Still falling cold.
Parts of Europe are in the midst of a heat wave. England, Spain, and France alone have temperatures in the 90s and even 100s. Or, as we call it here in Georgia, Tuesday. The Royal Air Force has temporarily stopped flights to their base in Brize Norton, England, because the runway is melting. But that's what happens when your tarmac is partially made out of licorice. Daft wankers! A garbage man in York, England, was banned from wearing shorts on the job and responded in protest by wearing a kilt. His co-workers are reportedly on strike after he reenacted every battle scene from the movie Braveheart while on the job. For the first time since the Ice Age, wild bison are roaming the British countryside. Another dangerous effect as a result of climate change. What animal will emerge next? Woolly mammoths? Wake up, people! It is time for all of us to do our part to save our planet. But Trax, what can I do? Well, it's simple. Switch all of your incandescent light bulbs to energy-efficient LED light bulbs. Do that, and we'll have climate change licked within the next 10 months. And that's another NewsBrake Nifty tip.
Nifty.
Before he won the British Open on Sunday with a red-hot putter and a final round score of 64, Cam Smith was the lead singer for a 38 special cover band called Mullets Rule. Fun fact, Cam Smith is not the first golfer with a mullet to win the British Open at St. Andrews. John Daly was. Here, Daly is pictured with his wife, that later tried to stab him, and a naked gay activist just moments after he won the 1995 tournament in a playoff. Yeah, that actually happened. The 90s were awesome. Elsewhere in sports, University of Florida quarterback Anthony Richardson says he'll no longer use AR-15 as a nickname because he doesn't want his name associated with assault rifles. He'll instead call himself Super Soaker from now on. A family in Ohio was awakened by a neighbor banging on their door to warn that their house was on fire. That neighbor did a brave thing, showing up at someone's door without texting first. Costco has raised the prices on two of their popular menu items, the chicken bake and the 20-ounce soda. But the hot dog and soda combo is still $1.50. Have you seen the hot dogs there? It's like a 7th grade science experiment. Elsewhere in big box land, Walmart announced they will be selling a new line of intimacy products, including lubricants and condoms. Walmart says the new products are just what you're looking for to have better sex with your cousin. Hey, speaking of incest, singer Ricky Martin was issued a restraining order after being accused of sleeping with his 21-year-old nephew. Look, Ricky, we're all for living La Vida Loca, but there's a limit. Bennifer is back. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck got married over the weekend at a Las Vegas drive-through wedding chapel. The new couple celebrated with a reception at a McDonald's drive-through. Ryan Gosling revealed that his character Ken from the upcoming Barbie movie is unemployed, has no car, no job, and no home. Sources say the prequel, Ken and Barbie Make Meth and Go to Prison, is due out in 2024. A man vacationing in Greece survived 18 hours adrift at sea by clinging to a child's beach ball. The child, however, is still missing. Flagler County, Florida Commissioner Joe Mullins said, "I run the county," to a state trooper to get out of a ticket after he was stopped for going 92 miles per hour. The real crime here is his bad hairpiece. You're not fooling anyone, Joe. Unlike myself. A study conducted by the psychology department at Arizona State University finds that pre-adolescent children who experience loneliness can become excessive drinkers as an adult. You got that one right, ASU. An Australian cafe employee has won a lawsuit against her employer after she was fired for not sending smiley emojis with her text. Imagine if she sent the poop emoji. Oh, NASA predicts a major solar storm will directly hit the Earth today, resulting in major electronic disruptions. Now, personally, I think NASA is way off. Even if a solar storm does hit Earth, the effects will be so minimal, no one will notice. You see, this is another example of a bloated government agency causing undue alarm in order to justify their hefty endowment. I remember a time before social media when instead of hyping every possible thing,